Hello and welcome to another episode of If It Be You. My name is Michael, and if you're new to this series, well, first, like, subscribe, because this is a show where no one is safe. No team is untouchable. No player can escape the heat. So whether it's your national team, your favorite club, or the player that you think is untouchable, guess what? They could be next on the chopping block. Hence why it's called If It Be You. In this show, be ready to talk about the most relevant football conversation. We're going to break down the latest games over the weekend or during the midweek, and we're going to highlight some winners or losers from this game. So, if that's something that you're interested in, sit tight because this is just about to get started. You're about to get into some banters. You're about to get into some areas that you not agree with me on, but that's all in the love. That's what we want in the game of football. So, for today's episode, we're going to talk about the most informed team. You know them, the most informed team in the Premier League. You already know this. The team that has risen from the ashes, Man United. Hey, first, let's give it up to them. Let's give it up to them. Man, you people, you bounce back where? Let's just call it that. You bounce back where? You were in the mud before. You just start up in the mud. That's where you're at now, right now. So I don't want to gaslight you, like they will say. I don't want to what? I don't want to gaslight you, Man United fan. You just sat up from the mud. Maybe you want to get up or not. You are still trying to figure that out. But it's not you I want to address. I want to address not even it's not even the Man United fan I want to address. I want to address the commander in chief, the Odogu himself, the what's other adjective I can call him? The chief general, Eric Mubolewa. Abi, which one should I use? No, Eric Ten Hag. Let's just go with that. Eric Ten Hag. I was trying to look for a very nice Yoruba name that I can give him, but Nigeria know they carry last, so I don't really know what else to put inside. So Eric Ten Hag, let's talk about it. Eric Ten Hag, you sir are the master. You are the master gambler. You are the master. You have the best poker face. Let's just call it that. You have the best poker face in the world. You are a man that have no cards left, but yet you stand firm every time you go into a conference, you post-match interview or pre-game interview. You go in confident. You go in confident, and you just spill some rubbish, spills hot rubbish. It honestly speaking, Mayu, you people are talking about Ineos and Ineos creating structure. I don't think these Ineos people like you people very much, Man United fans. I don't think they want to help you out. I think these Ineos people are going to continue from where the Glazers stop. That is what I think. Because there is no way a Man United coach that has given you the results over the past 4 or 5 games. Forget the Barnsley, the Carabao Cup win and against Southampton. Everybody's beating Southampton, as you can see. So forget that those wins. The performances that has been delivered lately, if it's a club that is ambitious, a club that actually wants to push for something, maybe a cup, maybe a top four finish, maybe a top six finish, they would any responsible top club will have told this Ten Hag be going. But this Ten Hag man, I have to commend him for his bravery. I have to commend him for for his um, for his stubbornness, because it is a stubbornness that has gotten Man U into this problem. This man has been he has gotten everything he wanted. I was looking at watching Man United's fans' demise. As a Chelsea fan, you can see I love their demise. I'm not even shy to say. I was watching Man United's fans, their blogs and fans' reaction, and they were talking about like this man has spent $600 million on transfers. Ah, no manager has ever been backed as this man has been backed. But yet, let's even take away, okay, he won the FA Cup. He won the FA Cup, beat the most informed team in the world, whether they were drunk or not during, or whether they had hangover or not during that game. We're not going to go over that. But he beat them regardless, because 11-11, he beat Man City. That was what is on the record. He beat Man City. But where Ineos showed their lack of ambition is the inability to be able to secure a manager that was going to take them forward. Because if they were going to restructure, create a new environment, wipe everything clean, you will start from the head man himself, the head coach himself. That is where you start from. And I think the biggest mistake, and every Man United fan can agree, the biggest mistake that you made is winning that FA Cup. You should have just let City have the cup, because if you had let City have the cup, Ten Hag would be fired by now. Ten Hag will have been probably going back to the Eredivisie, the Netherlands League. He will have gone back there and probably going to manage maybe Ajax, because Ajax are struggling. They will gladly take him back now. So he will have gone back to manage Ajax team. But but you people did not fire him. You get, in fact, rather than even keep him on his hot seat and say, you know what, we're not going to give you a contract renewal, because we want to see how well you do with the group of players that we have assembled for you this summer. Rather, you extended this contract. So, well done, Ineos. Well done, Ineos. Well done, Man United fans. You are. This is what you call, you are reaping what you have sowed. What you sow is what you are reaping. It's not. There's no. The law of harvest is very simple. Whatever you plant, that's what you harvest. You cannot plant corn and expect coconut. It does not happen like that. Eh? So whatever you are seeing now, it's as a result of the decisions you have made, whether good or bad. Man United fans, I know many Man United fans that are annoying. So let me not put it. Ineos, Ineos, you are the one. Whatever you are reaping now is what you have sown. What you have sown, because this man is, and I, I remember I told Man United fan, but they want to listen. No, I told you that this man is not taking you anywhere. I told you when the first game of the season starts against Fulham, I said this man is not doing anything. This man, there's no change, Joe. He just copy and paste from last season. Only the only difference is different personas, and then people returning back from injury. But my, honestly speaking, I I pray that Ten Hag continues to stay in. Brentford, which is your next game. Brentford, if you know what is good for you, let them win. Oh. Let Man United win. Let Ten Hag have something to come back to the press conference and say. Because now, if he wins, that means a longer extension. So all the top 16 that are praying to meet Ten Hag there, so that they can dish their own fair share. Because everybody wants their own pound of flesh. That's the truth. Every club, Chelsea wants their own pound of flesh. Eh? Liverpool wants their own pound of flesh. Liverpool already have their pound of flesh. They can't be greedy. Arsenal wants their own pound of flesh. So therefore, Ten Hag must what? Must remain in. There's no way you people must fire him. You have made this decision. You must stick by him. Because that Indians are saying that they're not Chelsea. They don't just fire people willy-nilly. They want to keep this man. Show faith. They are backing him. You can even see against Aston Villa game, they came and they attended and they were showing you our lane. That means we are backing you, my lord. Be going. We are backing you. So, Man United fans, and I told you in the last If It Be You episode, what did I tell you? And I will keep repeating it. Yes, 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 be ready. That means you have just started. This suffering you have seen, it just started. Because this Pharaoh that is upon your club, this Pharaoh that they call Ten Hag, you will still see him again. That is the truth. You will still see this Pharaoh again. This Pharaoh is going to coach your club next week after international break, because now it's going to come up with some very very nice tactics. So a good style of play. You are going to see that. You are going to see the style of play. Don't worry, Man United fans. Don't be alarmed. Ten Hag is cooking. He's cooking something, because when you saw the Aston Villa draw, you should have known that he's cooking, because now he's showing that he wants to bounce back. He's ready now. He's ready. All those 4 or 5 games that happened, people will forget it. It did not happen. For clean it out of your mind, it did not happen. Because guess what? This man is taking you to where? 12th in the table. That's where it's going to finish this season. That's where it's going to finish this season if it does not. So therefore, my United fan, what do I have to say regarding this Ten Hag? Ten Hag in. Ten Hag what? Ten Hag in. In fact, Ineos 4 more years. 4 more years. Who do you think anybody can do better, Ineos? Do you think realistically anybody can do better than what Ten Hag is doing, Ineos? Ineos knows that nobody can do better now. That's why they have him there. Because if somebody else can do better, they'll find somebody else for the job now. But Ineos, keep going. Well done. Well done. Well done. You will end up in McDonald's. Let's go. Keep on going. The next team I want to talk about is the team that is currently unbeaten this month. Let's just put it this month. Let's put a parenthesis. This is unbeaten in this month of October. Chelsea Football Club. Their game against Nottingham Forest. I saw highlights. Didn't really watch the game. I was busy doing something else. I was in church. That's the truth. Not busy. I was in church, and I cannot be pulling up Chelsea game during church service. So, but Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest. I saw the highlights. I've seen comments, reactions from the game. Fair play. What I saw from Chelsea in this Nottingham Forest game just shows me that they're still a work in progress. So any Chelsea fan that is shouting title race there, tap. If I land you my slippers from here, if I give you my left shoe, tie what? Tie core, tie food knee. There's no title race for us, Chelsea fans. Let's just relax and focus on top four. Top four, we cannot go to top six because we cannot regress. We were sixth last season. So we have to what? We have to look forward. So fifth to sixth, we have to be an ambitious club, unlike some other club that I know. I'm not going to mention them. But we have to be an ambitious club. We want to what? We want to progress. We don't want to what? We don't want to regress. So Enzo Maresca, beautiful job. You are still figuring out your team. But one of the things I like about Enzo Maresca is consistency. Starting 11 has remained the same in general, and the people he put on the pitch are performing. They are giving what he expects them to give. One person that I know, we all knew this season is going to be hot or cold. Nicholas Jackson. Jackson. I don't know if I apologize to you after my last comment. I'm sorry. Mikel Obi, what are you doing now? Mikel Obi, release the next podcast and talk about Jackson, because every time you talk about Jackson, that's when he scores. If Mikel Obi talks about Jackson, Jackson scores 2, 3 goals or 1 goal and 1 assist. So Mikel Obi, if they're born you well, if you know what is good for you as a Chelsea legend, do the needful, please. Release another podcast. Let this boy's blood boil, because every time you talk about the guy, just go and start firing. So Mikel Obi, please don't be shy. Release another two. In fact, schedule the episodes in fact, we need another one because Liverpool is going to play. We are going to play Liverpool next. So release the next episode before Liverpool's game. During the international game, cook up whatever you want to cook up and release it about Jackson so that he can respond to you with goals. Because that's the only thing that seems to get Jackson firing. Other than that, Jackson is enjoying himself, enjoying life, enjoying no competition up top, and what do you call it? Enzo Maresca, I think the only thing I would say is maybe try Nkunku sometimes, but bring him up, substitute him earlier. Bring him up very early during the game. Don't do this, wait to 88th minute. Nkunku has been showing that he can score goals. He can give you something different up top. It's not going to be your number 9, but it's going to give you a different flavor. So if Jackson is a bit quiet, if Jackson is not giving you all that much, bring in Nkunku. Let him show you what kind of player he is. Obviously, that's not his preferred position, but it can give you a little bit of difference in regards to the style of play once it comes up, because it can draw people out. It can make space for your wingers. It can make space for Kopama. Between him and Kopama, they can interchange or float or whatnot. So it can give you different options. So Enzo Maresca, good job. Chelsea fans, just let's maintain the level-headedness. Don't go and talk too much. We are a work in what? We are a work in progress. We are a work in progress. We won. How many games? Won 3, drew 2. This what you is it 3 or 4? We won. I'm thinking about 4. We won 4 games, drew 2. It's okay, no problem. We did not lose. That is the most important thing. We didn't lose, and we did not just fall off the wagon. We didn't show that. We showed composure, showed steals. That steals, Chelsea steals is there. All right. So keep the steals, maintain the steals. Don't fall, don't fall. Let's keep it going, Chelsea fans. All right. The next thing I want to talk about is something that I'm seeing, and this is one of the tweets that I saw from um, the Premier League food official account. They were talking about Trent. I think Trent is probably celebrating his birthday, but they ask a question there that I want to I'll ask it, and I want to get your response from in the comments, but I also want to talk about it, which is they're asking, is Trent the greatest Premier League right back ever? They put ever at the end. I when I saw that, something in my body just said, why? Like I know. What do you mean? When I started thinking about it, I think this, whether you agree with this statement or not, depends on what type of right back you want. If you are looking for a right back that does his job, his primary job, let me repeat, his primary job well, which is defend. Trent is not the best right back ever. I have the likes of Gary Neville. I have the likes of Kyle Walker, probably Kyle Walker, Gary Neville. I still be put, as let me just call him as Caesar Aspilicueta, whatever his name is, Dave. The name no, it won't hang by that. But the Chelsea right back, that's another candidate of that will even go ahead of Trent. I'll put I can't put James because he doesn't have a good sample size. Who else will I put there? Ivanovic. I'll put Ivanovic. Where's Ivanovic in this? I'll put Ivanovic ahead of Trent. When you're talking about defensively, let me be clear. Defensively, which is what I expect my primary the right back to do. His primary job is to be defensive. Um, the one aspect that I think Trent has over all of these people I just mentioned is his ability to be able to pass the ball and also be more influential in the other half of the pitch, which is the attacking side of the pitch. And I think that's where he probably takes he ranks first because his crossing is like no other. His passing is like no other. I was looking at his stats over I think 2021, 2022, like his assist numbers. They were like 18, 17, like very, very, very high numbers from a right back. So where do I stand on that? Not yet. I don't think I'm all for is he the greatest right back ever in the Premier League. Again, Premier League, I don't think so. I will still take because for me, like I said, it depends on what you consider. It depends on what type of what weighs more in your decision of when you're thinking about like what weighs more. For me, I want my right back to be defensively. I want them to be. I don't even care if they have the best cross in the world. Obviously, it would be nice, but when I'm talking about a right back, I want them to be very, very to be solid defensively because that's where the wingers of the world. That's where your Messi's. That's where your Ronaldos. That's where your Iron Robins. Like those are the places that they attack the most. So I want to make sure that that place is shored up. So when I'm talking about best right back, I don't think he's the best right back ever. I think if I'm looking at it, I'll probably put him. I put him third. That's where I'll put him third right now because of the other aspects that he offers that pushes him up the list. I'll probably put him third, but let me know what your thoughts are. Is Trent Alexander-Arnold the best right back ever in the Premier League? Again, Premier League. Let me know what your thoughts are. The next game I want to talk about is I want to talk about Real Madrid. Real Madrid, hmm, suspect too. Just suspect. Something is not clicking. And for the first time, Ancelotti is a man that it doesn't matter what kind of players you throw at him, he will make it work. But for the first time, Real Madrid just look out of sync. Since Toni Kroos leaving, they haven't found the right person to replace Toni Kroos. Defensively, they're a little bit open, like unlike before, and also attacking wise, they're not as they're not as fluid as they normally are. I don't know this signing of Mbappe, whether it's a blessing or a curse. Because to be honest, when I see Mbappe play with the top, when I see Mbappe and Vinny playing up top, they look very, very disjointed. They are both individual stars, and each of them wants to make a mark. And a lot of times, in fact, a lot. I was watching the Real Madrid versus Villarreal game, and Mbappe a lot of times will try to, as the player who he used to be, where he's the go-to person. He wants to take the ball, he wants to run, he wants to shoot. Passing is like secondary to him. Same thing goes with Vinny. Pass, well, maybe Vinny has more lifts his head on more to pass, but Mbappe is more of, I'm gonna shoot, I'm gonna take the ball, I'm gonna shoot. So a lot, those dynamics right now, the partnership between Mbappe and Vinny is not linking up. Matter of fact, against the Villa, against in the Villarreal game, it was, except for the goal from Valverde, which was a very very good goal. Um, Forget the deflection. That shot was going in. That shot was going in. But after Valverde's goal, they just looked very, very blunt up top. And it was until Mbappe actually came out of that game because he was substituted, which is, I don't even know, that's a lot, man. The way you're managing those people's ego, you have to give it to us because that man is a man manager of all ages. He knows how to organize and manage different stars with their different egos, and he does it very well because there's nobody on this planet, there's no coach on this planet other than Pep and probably some few number of coaches that will say that Mbappe come off and it will not be like a saga or to not be like a news in the Madrid papers. He said Mbappe come off, and Mbappe came off with no problem, no issues, maintain composure, came out, and they ended up winning the game 2-0, which was a wonderful goal from Vinicius Jr., which just shows more of the reason why I think Vini is definitely going to win the Ballon d'Or this year. So kudos to him. But that Magic attacking force, attacking line is looking suspect. So let me know what your thoughts are. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think that it's just a early stage? This thing they're gonna figure out their chemistry very soon, and they're gonna be firing and just knocking out everybody. Like we'll see. We'll see. I don't know when the next classical is, but I'm gonna be excited about that. I want to see what who the real boss of the La Liga is, because right now Barcelona looks to be running away with it, but we'll see what happens once that El Clasico goes on, and then maybe we'll see a very exciting a Clasico this year. But anyway, that's all from me today. Let me know what you think about some of the conversations that we had. Let, let me know. Are you still Ten Hag in or Ten Hag out? Man, you fans, let me know. If you are still Ten Hag in, don't worry, I'm behind you. Keep going our lane. Yeah. And remember, be ready. Let me know what your thoughts are about Chelsea. Chelsea fan, even any Chelsea fan that shouts we are in title race, I stone you. I stone you metaphorically and spiritually. I stone you. So please remove that title rubbish out of your mouth. You're a team in progress, probably top four, but let me know what your thoughts are. Anyway, that's all from me here, Mike. On the net, and I'll see you next on the next A Feed Be You episode. All right.